everyone. Okay, today I am the Luminous Sorceress, and thank you for joining. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for what kind of people you attract in your life. So, I'm gonna light the candle. So just realized I haven't. Everything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave in the universe. Okay. I'm not sure why, but I'm sneezing a lot all of a sudden. So I have some tissues over here off to the side. Alright, so I have a lot of ideas on how we're going to go about this. We've got a lot of piles, some of the ones I've created myself, some oracle decks I've created myself, and then some other just tried and true. So we have 3 different palm stones to choose from for the groups. The first group, we've got rainbow quartz. I wonder, if I do that, oh no, wait. Oh no. Okay, I thought that would be way smoother. Alright, for group 1, we've got a hot mess. For group 1, we've got rose quartz. For group 2, we have amethyst. And for group 3, we've got aventurine. It says wisdom on it. Okay. So, I will give you guys a second to choose your groups. And take a sip of my drink. Ooh. Okay. So, pile 1, we're going to start with you. Rainbow quartz. I'm going to move these off to the side. And we're going to get started right away. So, if you will allow yourself and your energy to be open for me to read it, I'm going to go ahead and connect to your energy, pile 1. Anything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately. Spirit guides, guardian angels, can you please connect me to pile 1's energy? Okay, pile 1. Let's go. Okay, spirit guides, guardian angels. I'm knocking stuff. Okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels for pile 1. What kind of people does pile 1 attract? This is meant to be more romantic based, but I'll try and take the other interpretations as they come for anyone else interested. But just so you know, I am reading this more romantically. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what type of people does one attract? Okay, great. On the bottom, we've got fertility. Ooh. Might attract the youngins. Okay. So this is the first one that came out. This is Grace. Okay, we have Grace. We have, wow, you guys got a lot. You have Joy. You have letting go. I'm just looking at that, and that's 166 together right here. And you have psychic protection. I feel like this could be people that are really in and out of your life, pile one. With grace and joy, it's like this very effortless effervescence, and it's somebody that can be the life of the party and be looked at and be doted on, and then just sort of disappear and float on. And it's like with psychic protection, it's almost like they're not even phased, or at least that's the way they're kind of coming across. But let's get a few more. Spirit guides, guardian angels for pile number 1. What kind of people does pile number 1 attract? Ooh. Okay. I feel like I want to take these back because I don't think that was meant to come out like that. And that was like 8 parts. This one did though. What kind of people does pile 1 attract? Teacher keeps popping out. I feel like pile 1, you might call in a lot of people that are meant to teach you like lessons in life, like karmic lessons. But hold on. Spirit guys right here. Oh my gosh. So you have student. That's funny because teacher was poking out earlier. So maybe, and I see the Fool and Pioneer over here. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna pull them out. Pile number 1. I feel like you attract a lot of people, okay, with gambler and visionary. These are people that have grandiose sort of visions for the future. They have big ideas about where they want to go, what they want to do. They have big plans. Because I saw the Pioneer and Fool. This is somebody that, and actually I think the shadow attribute of Pioneer is compulsive need to keep moving on. Yeah. I feel like also with student, it's like attracting maybe opportunistic people, whether that's just like they like being seen with you, or you make them feel like, oh, okay, I can date somebody out of my league like a little bit, so now I can really date somebody like another level above that. With Pioneer and Fool, Visionary, Gambler. And you guys also have this card of letting go. So this is a repeating part of the pattern. This is in and out energy. The student, it's like maybe they come in to learn, or you teach them certain ways. There's certain aspects that they see in you that they wish that they had themselves, so they I'm getting like that very tantric energy of like coming and sitting at the feet of the master to learn the different lessons, right, of that quote-unquote master, guru, respectively. It's like this person almost intuitively, or like in the 5D sense, knows that they have some sort of lesson or karmic tie, and they're coming to fulfill that, to learn that lesson, but then they sort of dip out. That would be the lighter side. If somebody's just like, sort of, I'm saying sort of so many times, they're fulfilling their karmic destiny rather than just being opportunistic in the material world. I would take that as the lower vibration of this energy. Let's get some. Actually, I'm gonna use this tarot deck. Okay. What kind of people does pile number 1 attract? Spirit guides, guardian angels. What type of people does pile 1 attract? Anything not of the highest vibration. I could have sworn I felt that fly out, but I guess it just folded. I need the sun on the bottom. I feel like these are really happy-go-lucky people, or at least on the surface. They're like really happy people. But I don't know, they're just not very serious. Oh my gosh, on the bottom of the deck we have the Fool again. That's real interesting. Maybe people like to sample different personalities and you get like the samplers. They see that you're really unique or something about you is really unique, so they get drawn in and become this student energy because they like this joyful, this is giving me kind of like ENFP vibes. The type that's interested in everything, and when they see somebody else that's like doing it, they kind of just want to do it too, and they enjoy the reciprocal energy of having someone to do that with. And then it's like when they learned whatever it was that they're interested in, off they go. So, okay, what are these cards that came out? We have 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is literally off we go, or off we go. Okay, 5 of Cups, Mermaid. 6 of Pentacles. Arcane. And then 6 of Cups. There's a lack of balance in this dynamic. There's not an equal give and take emotionally. But there's not an equal give and take of childlike emotion in this energy. Somebody's natural inclination is to be very joyful, very creative, with visionary and pioneer. They like to start a lot of projects. They're very, very childlike. I think this is somebody that considers themselves a student of life, just an ongoing student. They're always learning. And perhaps when things get too serious and it feels like there's this imbalance of this childlike energy, that's when this person leaves the dynamic. Any others? Spirit guides, angels. What is pile 1? So how does pile 1 show up in this time? Okay, Okay, what is pile one? How is pile one showing up in this dynamic? So first of all, we have the Magician. Holy hell. That's cool. And then we have Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And the Emperor. This is somebody completely fulfilled, at least when it comes to their finances, their personal finances. This could be, you could be an entrepreneur with the Emperor, but Sphinx also makes me think that the way in which you got your fortune, your empire, required a lot of studying, but also you might operate in very much a riddle-like fashion with a lot of abstracts, and it could be a way to sort of distort how you got from where you were to where you are now, so other people don't come for you, or maybe it's, I can't tell if it's egoic. Because I think the Sphinx being associated with that riddle-like energy, with riddles and deeper insights, and also a student, there's an awareness here that I don't want to say the distribution of intellectualism is off balanced as well as the emotional aspect, but that's kind of what's coming through. And if it is off balance, it's not necessarily in a bad way. Well, not the intellectual aspect, because it's not coming through in a bad way. It's coming through in a way of give and take energy of, I can learn from you and I like to learn from you, and I can teach you and I'd like to teach you. But that's not coming through for the emotional aspect. Magician on the bottom. You have created a lot for yourself. You've created a lot for yourself. Pile one, everything you have, you've created. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you know, it's funny. Wheel of Fortune is represented by the Inquisitor. So they have student. You have the Inquisitor, but you also have the Sphinx. So I feel like, in part, how you earned some of your fortune is you asked the right questions and you kept asking, and then with the Magician on the bottom, you followed through. Okay. And I also get this as somebody who takes action into trying to maintain the relationship. You ask the right questions of your person. You try to do, like the Nine of Pentacles, you make sure you're always secure, or as secure as you can be in the relationship with Nine of Pentacles. And I think that gives you a sense of control and stability. You're definitely somebody that likes to have control with the Emperor. And I think you gain control through insight and understanding by asking questions. That's how you feel safe. But this person with visionary and gambler, pioneer, fool, I feel like you could ask him questions, but the answers change day to day because this person is so ethereal, really hard to pin down. So there's something grounding about your energy and something very ethereal about their energy. So I think they probably like to be grounded a little bit, and you like to go off into this abstract world, this spiritual, creative, very childlike energy. I think it makes you feel more alive, more in touch with your youth. It makes you feel vibrant. Let's move on to, let me do these decks. Okay. Anything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately. I gotta remember to look at the camera more, because when I go back and watch it and I'm looking at everywhere but you, I realize it's so much weirder. So I'll work on that. Spirit guides, spirit angels, anything not of the highest. For pile number 1, can we get some cards for what kind of people they attract? Ooh, that one came out fast. Intervention, okay. Oh! Dropped half my deck. It's because I laminated them. I made some protection candles the other day. I'm letting them sit probably for another day or two. I'm gonna feel a lot better though when I can light them. Okay. Okay. I did break glass over there not too long ago. I think I swept it all up, but I probably should have been more careful. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Anything not of the highest vibration of love and light. Spirit guides, spirit angels, can you please connect me to pile 1 today? Okay. Spirit guides, spirit angels, what kind of people do those that chose pile 1 and or will choose pile 1, what kind of people do they attract? What kind of people does pile 1 attract? Let's find out. Ooh! Ambivert. Ooh, and you have extrovert. That's funny. So, yeah, especially with Joy and Grace, I was kind of picking up on that. These people are just really good at being like the life of the party, very social, very likable, super friendly, definitely social. Ooh, and you have excitement seeking. Yeah, excitement seeking. Yeah, this person with visionary and gambler, it's like they're always seeking that thrill or whatever's fun to them, and once they participate in it and they learn whatever it is, it's like they move on, they let go. It's like once it starts getting mundane, once it starts getting real, they're kind of over it. They don't want something real, they want something exciting, and anything routine isn't exciting, right? Spirit guides, guardian angels, for pile number 1, those who chose 1, what kind of people do they attract? That seems like too many. I don't do that. They are slippery. Pile 1. Okay. See, look, that was just putting this in the mouth would have helped more. Oh my god, ENFP! Who called it? First one out. First Myers-Briggs is the exact one I said this energy felt like. An ENFP. What? Yeah, okay. I love it. I love spirit. Okay, ENFP. And we have intention. That's interesting because after intervention, when I dropped half my deck, I saw intention on the ground, and I thought to myself, that one looks like one that belongs in the board that I should pick up, but I didn't because all of them fell out. But it came out anyways. Intention. What else? We have income. Yeah, okay. And moderate. You might attract a lot of people of a moderate means. Either they come from a modest means, or on the flip side, they could be gold diggers. I'm not gonna lie to you, Padawan. They could be hoes. They could be hoes. Because with attention, I meant to say excitement seeking, but I almost said attention seeking. So you take that if it resonates. But with grace, joy, letting go, psychic protection, visionary, gambler, I don't know. This person's just, once they're bored, they're on to the next. And you look very secure, Pile 1, because you've got Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, the Emperor. That's somebody that put in all of their hard work and effort into one thing and made an empire. You can't make an empire if you're changing your citizenship every 2 months, right? That's, you know? Okay, let me do this one for fun. Spirit guides, guardian angels, Pile 1. What kind of people do they attract? Yeah. Came out. What do we got here? Describe from the perspective of what makes ... important. The way that fell, it looks like intention. So describe from the perspective of, I'm gonna guess this is you and your person. What makes intention important? Okay, so this is what I'm getting, pile number 1. You and the people that you attract tend to have different intentions, different motives when you first start. And a discussion, a conversation needs to be had probably a lot earlier on, because you're drawn to these really beautiful, lighthearted, childlike energies, but they're flashes in the pan, they're here and they're gone. And I think it really kind of upsets you because you want something with staying power. You want something that matches the vibration of your kingdom, of all of this fortune that you have manifested for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, because an emperor has a kingdom that they look out for, right? And you want to look out for this person. You want to add them, right, into this lifestyle, but they always end up leaving. They disappear. And I think it breaks your heart. So you're really going to have to start having these conversations with people like that, because I think they're also assuming like, oh, they just want to have fun, they're okay with just seeing where it goes. We didn't really talk about anything permanent, but in your mind you might always be working towards permanence because it's just kind of who you are, and you assume maybe others do the same, but it's looking like you don't necessarily attract people. And it's likely because you're wanting more of this, what feels like it can't be that free nature within your life, because you're grounded for whatever reason, whether by choice now or just because it's your circumstances. But I think what you most envy about this person is their freedom. And so you keep attracting people that have free natures, but you're wanting to apply your energy to it and ground them, and it just can't work. Let's get some papers for you guys, some channeled messages. Pile number 1, spirit guides, fairy angels. Can we get any confirmations, clarifications for pile number 1? What kind of people they attract? Anything not of the highest vibration of love. Ooh, kind of a lot. If they fall off the table, I generally don't take them. Pile 1, spirit guides, fairy angels. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. Did one? Okay, I thought my hair caught one. I was gonna keep it. Okay. On income, I guess we'll start there. We've got. Ooh, okay, on income, we've got not your twin flame. It won't take place. Maybe this is somebody that can't really. Let's read them, actually. Okay, income. We have an accident. Maybe you keep meeting these people and you think they're your twin flame, but really you're just meeting them by accident, and nothing more is going to come from it, because really they're just showing you the golden shadow aspect, which is whatever you admire in them, you don't necessarily see it in yourself. Although the fact that you admire them, that means you do really have these attributes. And absolutely, if you were to start investing in them more, they would shine just as brightly. But intervention. The energy of spite. Five of Cups. Yeah, so these, I feel like these types of, and like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. These could be friendships that it's like you have lots of friends that are in and out. You might have a lot of Sag friends, because I know we're kind of known for that, that just like to hop in and out, and maybe you've been trying to get like a real friend group going, and I feel like with the energy of spite, it's like people let go and then you feel forced to have to let go also, and you do it spitefully, because intervention is on top of Five of Cups. You also might like try and call people out on that, especially if they try to sneak away. It's like, hey, I see you, That's fair. ENFP, I let go of any fears of rejection. So perhaps actually in these dynamics, because you and this other energy seem to be so different, anytime one of you has this fear or sense of like their trigger being activated of the other rejecting them in some form or their way of life, it could be that that partner pulls away and then the other one pulls away with Five of Cups, and then there's like a spiteful cycle that ensues afterwards. With Gambler, we've got Follow the Star. So this person really might just like follow their North Star, sort of just not all those who wander are lost kind of vibes. On the Moon, okay. This one landed on top of the deck, so I had to see what card this was. And it was the Moon. Werewolf. Ah. So So we've got Pisces energy with that. We also have Cancer. My heart knows the way better than my mind. So if there's a lot of confusion going on right now, your advice is to follow your heart more than your mind. Instead of rationalizing it or intellectualizing your emotions, it's just to feel those emotions and exist in them. Follow them. Follow your heart. Okay, so on psychic protection, it's worse than you think. And what do we have? There's no name specific enough to label y'all's connection, but you make each other happy. It's worse than you think. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let me not burn myself. Yeah. Okay. There. This might be clickbait, guys. Okay. I had to do it. I had to do it for the clickbait. So there's a real possibility on psychic protection. You guys make each other happy. It's worse than you think. So maybe with these fears of rejection, both partners, both parties don't really believe that the other one could fully accept them. And because of that, it's like the psychic protection, this letting go, these defenses go up immediately, and the partners are trying to push the other one away. Not because they don't like each other, but in fact because they do, and they're afraid of that getting messy. Angels are asking / guiding you to hold back for now. So if some of these people come back into your life, maybe just wait it out for now. I actually think we're going through a Pluto retrograde. That might be one of the ones where people from the past come out of the woodworks and fuck up your energy for a bit and then leave again. So it might just be, it's not like anyone, Spirit's not trying to be like, they're not for you, crush your dreams. It might just be like, energy's kind of janky right now, let's wait it out. Okay. Ooh, your truth will be rewarded. Oh, that's funny. Hold on, your truth will be rewarded, but angels are asking / guiding you to hold back for now. So like, look, relatable as fuck. You might be somebody who says it how it is. It's not usually welcomed, and you might be you might have to hold back for now. Maybe be a little less authentic. Sounds like terrible advice, but honestly, that sounds like terrible advice. I know that's coming through. I was about to say, I'm allowed to disagree with Spirit, and as I open this, it says, you are a source of Spirit. But, truthfully, Pluto being represented by Scorpio, I don't know, I always kind of associate Pluto and Mars very closely together, so perhaps if this person does come back into your life, even if it starts out as pleasant, it's going to end up in that very scorpionic energy, which is sex, death, and rebirth. So that seems very karmic. Very tempting, but also very karmic. And so it might just be best right now, and it could just end up in a lot of arguing and fighting. Just kind of just waiting that out. And it could also just be taking a break from dating or trying to be social right now. Although the Hermit didn't come out, but it could be taking a break from dating. Ooh, Pisces. There's more Piscean energy. Since the moon is represented by Pisces. Alright, so focus on the new. Medium and moderate, we've got beloved. Oh, maybe you got a new person. Focus on the mood. Wheel of Fortune, the situation. So, Padawan, I'm seeing you as being in a very fortunate situation right now. Maybe it's best to focus on that in the time being. Oh, wow. On 9 of Pentacles, you have alpha male. I think I actually might have more male followers than I do female, and that's very unusual for a tarot reader. Or, I mean, male viewers. You should follow, though. Describe from the perspective of soulmates and separation. Okay. So that's what fell on describe from the perspective of. Okay, so you guys might be soulmates and separation. Intention. Ooh, okay, on intention, we've got their fears are the culprit. Okay. And what do we have over here on ENFP? I let go of any fears of rejection. So maybe you don't have these fears, but the people that you bring into your life do. And maybe that's why they don't have any staying power, because they're afraid that if anybody got to know the real them, they'd get rejected. So they don't let things get too serious. They cut them off before then and go on about their separate ways, so nobody can really do that. Unknown to them. Okay, so their fears are the culprit, unknown to them. So they might not even be aware that they're doing this. They might think it's for some completely other reason. They don't really know subconsciously that they're self-sabotaging, or that they're afraid of somebody else seeing the real them. In the selenite bowl, what do we have? We've got energetically locked. So pile number 1, you might attract a lot of stalemate situations. I was gonna say stale people. No, I'm joking. Actually, it looks like they've got a lot of vibrant energy to them. But this to me is relationships that get stuck in the power struggle phase. Who's boss? So if you're a masculine energy, you might attract a lot of very empowered women who have no problem fighting back or standing their ground, and that can be kind of challenging. And if you're a woman who likes to have their say and be very empowered and in control, maybe also a little too controlling, you might call in alpha men because, right, they're the only ones that can really handle you. And that in itself is also very challenging because they're not used to being challenged by, well, not all the time. I guess it depends, right? But one of these energies is very floaty and one of them is very grounded, but both of them seem to need control of the situation and the narrative. One of them does it by being evasive and avoiding. And your energy seems to be the more stable, grounded one. But I can't say that it's not part of this. Because if you guys have the same triggers, it might be that you're also pushing this person away. And they're taking that as a hint, so they're running. Okay, pile 1. To do with community. Energetically locked. To do with community. Also, I was about to say, this kind of makes me feel like you might draw in people that if they're not karmic to you, they have lots of karmic ties, which is like karmic friends, toxic people. And when I open this one, it says a third party wants them to marry someone else. It doesn't have to be family, it can be, but to do with community, I feel like for whatever reason, their friends or their status, they're like, oh, you should be with someone else, you should be with someone else. And this person listens to other people instead of their heart, or to their person, or to themselves. They don't, it seems very wishy-washy. It's like, it's really pretty, it's light, it's creative, but it has no substance, it has no depth. It lets everyone else decide for them. And they just keep floating on and just don't really create anything permanent. Beloved. So you have beloved twice. This reminds me of a small I guess it would be like an excerpt from Benjamin Franklin. It was called Ephemeral. I can't remember the flies he used, maybe mayflies, but this to me, I don't know why that connected. I guess this to me is, one of these energies is very both ethereal but also ephemeral, and that it's still living to the day without really living. They're enjoying all of this happy energy, but they're sort of floating with the waves of the ocean. And I feel like you're a deep diver who's done the explorative work, and you want somebody to go splunking with you. I just heard that word the other day, and I hadn't heard it since high school, so I had to use it once. You know, you wanna go do that underwater cave diving and exploration, and this person's just floating up there with the jellyfish. Let's get some initials. Pile 1, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You can get letters. Anything not of the highest vibration. Angels, what letters are... Okay, I've got the letter J, the letter H, the letter E, the letter P, the letter Q, and soulmates and separation, the letter B. And the other spirit guys. Okay. Let's see, we've got the letter G, the letter N, soulmates and separation. We have the letter F, so we have V and F on that one. And then out here, we've got the letter O. So, from the perspective of soulmates and separation, this could be the case where you guys were just on two separate paths, and neither of you told each other how much you really loved each other or wanted one another, with the fears of rejection and the two beloveds. Yeah, that makes me think that there's a deeper connection. I feel like too, with intervention and the energy of spite, but then over here with energetically locked, to do with community, a third party wants him to marry someone else. I feel like here's the thing, Pile 1. If you were this emperor and you find yourself really attracted to these really artistic souls, these free-natured souls, you find yourself attracted to them, but then you're letting your community say, oh, but you need somebody in this sort of standing who has exactly what you have. Well, if they have exactly what you have, the likelihood is their energy is exactly like your energy. And from the looks of it, you don't want someone like you. You almost want someone completely different than you. You are attracted to the more, the deeper sense of life. And it's like, there's a community around you that's spiteful, that doesn't want you to be with this energy for whatever their prerogative is, I don't know. maybe they're just jealous, or they just can't see that you require more in life, that you require this niche, or you want something different, right? It's like people try to put you in a box, but you're not one to be put in a box. You're an emperor, right? The box mindset, that's for the people in the middle who don't really want to take control of their life, so they let somebody else. They all do the same, act the same, they are the same, but the outliers are the creatives. The outliers are the emperors and the empresses. The outliers are the ones that are the movers and the shakers. And what I see is two different sides of a coin of that aspect. I see the outliers of the emperor here, willing to make their own kingdom, and I see the outliers of the spiritual freedom fighters over here that make their own kingdom, but it's more within themselves and wherever they go. So neither of these are conformists, but yet both of them are conforming to society and what they say that the other person should look like, and also how that they each should show up, because they're afraid of rejection. We're gonna get some signifiers, chimes, and then we'll roll the dice. Pile 1. So, spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose pile 1. For pile 1, spirit guides, guardian angels. Okay. So, what do we have? On an accident, we've got the letter Y. Oh my gosh, on income, we've got the... I don't like this. We have the love triangle on income. Some of these people... Look, if you're the masculine energy pile 1, and you've had people tell you multiple times, it might not even just be like one person. This might have had like several times to you, where people in your life are like, oh yeah, I didn't really see you and that person making it long term, or yeah, there's something off. If they're always doing this to you and sort of invalidating the depth there, it's, I don't know. Do you have people that ask you for money or depend on you for money? Because love triangle, it's with the friends and stuff, it's like, even if they don't want something romantic with you, there's something to be gained. I don't like that fell on income. I don't like that. Pile 1. You know what you should do, pile 1? The next time you date somebody, do it in secret. Don't tell anybody about it. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. It's going to be scary. You're going to want to ask people what they would do. You're going to want to intellectualize your emotions. Don't. Just don't. I feel like everything you do in your next relationship should be heart-based. It should be emotional. And it's going to be quite the exercise for you. But if you're going to keep going after these energies, you have to know this is the energy that they operate out of. So if you want to connect with them, you're going to have to operate out of that energy. They're not dating your friends. They don't care about your friend's heart energy. They want you. So you need to show up in your heart energy. You need to make your decisions, because you're a damn emperor. So you should be. You're qualified. Alright, pile 1. Now, I don't want to see any more of this love triangle business. This nonsense, alright? You deserve better. What else we got over here? We got... Oh, I didn't notice there's a letter S as well. Okay, but since it fell in this bowl, we will do these as well. Anything not of the highest vibration. Ooh, contacts. Confirmations, clarifications for pile 1. Spirit guides, guardian angels, kind of. Oh my gosh. Okay, on I let go of, yeah, I let go of any fears of rejection. We've got push and pull. I knew it. So this is both of you. This is both parties that are afraid of this, and it's triggering each other. And it's funny because what starts these triggers, I don't even think it's either of you. I think it's outside of you. But then it's kind of like it lets you self-deteriorate. It's like a ticking time bomb at that point, and nobody even knows who lit it at first, and it wasn't either of you. Yeah, the excitement scene. We got middle world being. I take this as like those it's like they're not necessarily energy vampires, but they're distorters. Like they're just hanging around to hang around, and you gotta like swap them. They're kind of annoying. They're like gnats. Okay, on Six of Pentacles we have the stoplight, or the traffic light, I'm sorry. So this might be a call to be more perceptive of how much you give and take, not just in your romantic relationship, but as well as in your other areas of life, pile number one, especially with friendships. You're going to know your situation, and you're going to know if these people are genuine, okay? But if they're only nice to you, or they only hit you up, or they only talk to you when they want help from you, I don't know, maybe just rethink it. They might not be bad people. Here's the thing, Kawan, they might not be bad people. But they shouldn't be the ones you're going to advice for, because they don't have your best interest, because they're not in a position to serve your best interest. They're not in a position to serve their best interest. So how can they serve yours? So you really got to take their advice with a grain of salt, okay? What else we got? We got the letter B. And that might be all. Okay, great. Oh wait, not your twin flame. I guess that would be a lowercase l. No, that was also the letter O over here. Okay. Oh, and what makes ... important? Union. So also, from the perspective of soulmates and separation, what makes union important? You might need to have these conversations with these people earlier on too about what makes a commitment important to them, what makes a relationship important to them, and what would it be for them to decide, like, okay, this is it, like, I can settle down. Maybe they need to look at it too, or maybe you need to look at it more too, and think about what is a union, what is a healthy union for you, and what would it take for you to fully commit to somebody. Because likely if you're attracting avoidant people, or people that are emotionally distant or can't fully open up to you, there's some part of yourself as well that's afraid to open up to them. There's some part of yourself like that you got to be more vulnerable with. So you have to ask yourself if you're actually open to committing to people, or if you just think you are. Like if somebody you like actually did want to stay and commit after a few months, right? Because it's going to seem exciting at first. After the few months, when you're just doing the boring stuff, when you're having arguments about boring stuff, is that giving you anxiety, or is that still okay to you? Like, can you imagine having a boring life with somebody you love, or does it have to be exciting? Because if it has to be exciting, if there always has to be an element of danger, you might ask yourself why you're not attracted to safe relationships, and why because you might be afraid of commitment, Padawan. You might be afraid of commitment. If you don't like safety, you might be afraid of commitment. Let's roll the dice. I hope I haven't been too harsh with you guys. I don't ever mean to be harsh. but I know I can come across as a little too straightforward. Pile number 1, spirit guides, guardian angels. Can we get some zodiac signs for pile number 1? Okay, so we've got Scorpio and we've got, what is this, Gemini? Yeah, on income. All right, so look out for a Gemini. Why did the word gold digger? Look out for a Gemini gold digger. And gold digger is gender neutral, just so we're all clear. Beloved, we've got, interesting. We have the number 4 on this dice, which, oh, and I just saw 44, which is the Emperor. So we have the Emperor down here, and we have up here, a third party wants them to marry someone else. So somebody, if this is you, then maybe it is your friends that are kind of toxic that want you to marry someone else. Maybe them. So you can put them in your will. I'm joking, but not really. Let's see, we've got 10th house over here with grace and joy. Also above intervention. I'm gonna look at these. So 10th house, that's makes me think of career, how somebody's showing up in their line of work, but we're gonna cheat and we're gonna look at the cheat sheet. 10th house, influence of the mother, profession and career, need for achievement, recognition, social status, public life, authority, and ambition. So you might call people that really feel the need to be recognized socially and publicly through their creative arts, their more from this heart energy with the visionary and this 6 of Cups, which is very childlike, and I have the Fool twice. So somebody wants to be recognized in the world for their creative, fun, very honestly feminine energy. This is like divine feminine energy, and then we have divine masculine energy down here, who wants to be recognized for their stability that they've cultivated and their authority, right? The level of authority and control that they have over their life, and subsequently the aspects of it. Hopefully, though, that's not including people. It's like control over your relationship shouldn't be a control over your person, right? Okay. Question mark on 6 of Cups with release and solar plexus. We also have 3rd house right here on visionary. So for 3rd house we have language, relativity, the one time I did. Okay. Logic and reason, the mental ego, the concrete mind, siblings and cousins, aunts and uncles, early school experience, all forms of communication, local neighborhoods, local transportation. With visionary, I feel like communication, the mental ego, the concrete mind, those are going to be the 3 that I see tied into it the most. Something needs to be released here to do with the mental ego, the concrete mind, and also the way that you and these energies communicate with one another. I think there needs to be more observation from both parties. Right? Because you're on one side of the spectrum, they're on one side of the spectrum. If we had traffic lights with just green and red, they'd work, but it'd be chaotic. You guys need to work on your middle ground. You need to work. Oh, actually, you know what's funny? The yellow light And the solar plexus is yellow, so the yellow side of the dice is what shows all of your mental egos and dissolve your archetype and their archetype to come to a happy medium. Otherwise, these compromises, and also, if you don't have a middle ground, there's no way to communicate that outside energies are the ones that are fucking all of this shit up. Like, you can't even get to the point where you can have a conversation and resolve it. And so you're letting these people win. These people don't deserve to win. They're shitty. Don't let them win. Alright, now. On excitement seeking, we've got Pisces again. And we've got Pool. So, if you or your partner are excitement seeking, instead of focusing on this push and pull energy, maybe try to pull in more exciting experiences to enjoy with one another. If you can make a habitual, maybe you can, okay, here's the thing. You can set time and energy habitually aside for something unknown and exciting to do with your person, so it doesn't get stagnant, it doesn't get boring. You're still out there experiencing stuff with them, but you also have this mental frame of mind of, okay, this is stable, like it's not going anywhere. I might not know what I'm doing tomorrow with my person or next month. Maybe we just get up and move one day, but I know that they're happy and they don't feel like either of us have to go off and start again. Like, you get your stability, they get their excitement. It's a nice, beautiful blend, melting pot. On 5th of Cups, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the 8th house. So again, yeah, it's very Scorpionic. Oh right, and Scorpio's sitting on top of it, of course. And on student, we have good change. So I think both parties. Well, actually, this came up with them. So Pawan, I don't know, but at least the people that you have with good change and student, I think they want to approach this better. They want to make a difference. They don't want this hostility, because in truth, they have grace and joy. They're naturally high vibrational people. They're very childlike. They're very creative. They don't want to be bogged down with this very dominant masculine energy of stability and this is law. They don't want that. And but I think they're trying to learn with student. I think they're trying to learn how to exist in the middle ground. And if you're open to it, if you're open to pulling in more excitement and making this stuff seem less boring for your person, because let's be real, if it wasn't, they'd have it too. And it's, you know, if you can blend it, this could be something beautiful. It could really be something beautiful, and it would actually feel fulfilling, right? Like, you'll actually be able to check the stuff off your list of having somebody that's ethereal and full of this beauty and art and very out there, but also, you know, a little extroverted, it seems, or somebody who likes to entertain, at least go out and engage with other energies, and still feel safe, still be able to continue building your empire and not feel like everything could just come crumbling down in a second, right? Or, you know, the drop of a pen. And also, these snakes in the grass, these energies that might be sabotaging a lot of your relationships, they're gonna fall away eventually. Once this solidifies more, it's like, it can't be undone. Once you're able to communicate clearly with your person, no one can get in between that. No one can distort it. Because that's where the problems are coming from, the distortment. Pile number 1. That was so much. This was supposed to be half as long as it was. So I'm definitely moving on now to pile number 2. And if pile number 2 and pile number 3 are shorter, I'm sorry, they're all supposed to be short. So that's the plan still. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clean up. Thank you for joining, and if any of this resonated, or, you know, it just reminded you of your situation, or you wanted to add something and you felt comfortable with it, I would love it if you left a comment, like, or subscribe. Super great, helps the channel and helps me. So thanks again. Yeah, that's it. We are moving on. We are not reading from the books today. put over there. Reading was already crazy long. pile number 2. Hi. I think we're ready. We're ready for you. So, you guys chose Amethyst. And you 2. And we are going to see what kind of people you attract. So, a lot came out in pile number 1. And it was not meant to go that long, so we are going to see if we can do yours much faster. Pile number 2. Okay. If you will allow your energy. If you allow me to connect to your energy consciously, pile 2, it definitely helps. And anything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately. Archangel Michael, I ask for your protection over me and those that I'm reading for tonight. Thank you. Pile number 2. Okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels, can you please help me connect to pile number 2's energy? Wonderful. Thank you. Pile number 2. Okay. Cool. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what kind of people does pile number 2 attract? Attract in our life. Ooh, that one kind of wanted to come out. She'll come to me. Wonder if you talk about the hopeless romantics. What? Seems like too many. But, well, I guess group 1 got 4. This is fine. So, what do we have? We have inspiration. We have trust. We have strength, safe home, confidence. And a bomb dreams. Sleep, dream. Sleep deep. I feel like you guys kind of attract, and regardless of gender, I feel like pile number 2, you kind of attract homemakers. With inspiration, trust, strength, safe home, and confidence. This could be somebody, I mean, this could be somebody with a lot of Venus energy, which makes me think of Taurus or Libra and Cancer. Although not Venus energy, but the Cancerian divine feminine energy. Trust, strength, safe home. These people seem to... See, this is the thing. If you attract homemakers, pile number 2, you don't attract pushovers. There's a difference, because you have strength and confidence. These people know what they're about. And aestheticism might just be one of the many things. Aestheticism and comfort. Dream, sweet sleep, deep. Yeah. I want to get one of these. Here. You know what? Pile number 2, I'm going to shuffle all of these cards. And if you want to skip ahead, you can. But because it's live, you can't do that right now, obviously. I'm just going to do that. I think it'll be a little faster. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. I knew intelligence was going to come out. Trust a second time. Use the light too high. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is making sense. Okay. Interesting. Alright, pile number 2. I went ahead and got your cards laid out. So, to further clarify the kind of people that you attract, pile number 2. You've got surrender to the divine. Oh my gosh, I just noticed something. Okay, full moon. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Oh my gosh, a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Doesn't this seem like a sequence? Surrender to the divine. I feel like in your partnerships, you just go with it. You just surrender into it. You are good enough. Your hard work is paying off. Then for whatever reason, you start putting in more work and effort. But with new moon, instead of full moon, I don't see the completion of this effort. It's like you get motivated to start putting effort into the relationship, and then a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries, and it ends in conflict before resolution every time. So we're going to look at this more. Now, we have trust. How could blank and blank function together? How do they work separately and together in different ways? And we've got activity and intelligence. And we have trust. So I guess actually it would really probably be trust and activity and intelligence. We'll focus on the new. So pile number 2, I think you attract intellectuals. I do think that. I think you attract intellectuals who are rather confident in their intellectual capacity, with strength and confidence, and they trust in themselves. I do think that there could be a touch of a homemaker here with safe home and inspiration, and the card to do with dreaming and sleeping. That makes me think of somebody that's making the beds and just the home stuff. But here's the thing. Your energy, how you show up in the beginning of relationships, you've got 3 of Cups, the Star, and Knight of Wands. So this might be a lot of friends to romantic partner situations. With 3 of Cups, this could definitely be social gatherings. And the Star, it's like wish fulfillment. It's what you desire and you think you desire at the time. But what you're really desiring here with Knight of Wands, it's passion. So you might have a lot of friends wherein there's sexual chemistry, and that's something that draws you in and eventually can make somebody that was in a platonic relationship with you to now, one of romantic means. But here's the thing. Under 3 of Cups, you've got Temperance. Under the Star, 3 of Wands. And under Knight of Wands, you've got 10 of Wands. Dragon. If these are friendships that are turning into romantic interest, there might be some aspect of you that tries to maintain the balance of having that fun friendship aspect as well as this new romantic dating aspect. It's like trying to balance both of the aspects, but also there's a touch of self-sabotage coming through, because the Star, wish fulfillment, you've got 3 of Wands, so you're expecting healing to come in, you're expecting this wish fulfillment, and you're sort of operating under that motive and MO during these relationships. But at at the same time, with 10 of Wands, you're also expecting an ending to just come out of nowhere with heart, and it, like a heavy, burdensome ending. I feel like pile number 2, you're those people who are like, when everything's going good, you get antsy. Because you're like, okay, but how long? For how long? How long is this good? How long is this good for? But you might be right to do so, because in their energy, we've got 7 of Swords and the Devil. This is energy that likes to sneak away. It's kind of toxic. They might be sneaking away to other people, to other vices, to other things that they feel tied to other things that fill their ego up a bit. It's like anytime that they get anxiety about something being successful, about a new start in something, in order to get out of anxiety, they just go to a fast fix. And it can look like a number of things with the Devil, but they sneak away and they go do that fix. They indulge themselves. Instead of showing up for giving to the situation at all. With the Fool and 6 of Wands in reverse, it's like they get too much anxiety, so they're like, oh, fuck it. And then justify doing the same old. And it's like you anticipate it though. You're like, yeah, I knew it. I knew this was going to end this way. I knew like that. And so I can't tell if this is a self-fulfilling prophecy for both sides. With activity and trust, how could trust and activity function together? How do they work separately and together in different ways? How could trust and intelligence function together? How do they work separately and together in different ways? You guys also might just not trust each other. I think pile 2. I think pile 1 had to have a conversation about like commitment and where something was going. But you, pile 2, I feel like you have to communicate more with your person in regards to the way you understand trust. So if you're afraid that somebody's going to break your trust, with 10 of Wands over here, it's like you're always expecting this to be broken. Having the same definition of trust might put your mind at ease a lot. And also letting this person know that, hey, I have a hard time trusting people because of X, Y, Z, but these small things can help me rebuild that trust, or be able to learn how to trust you. And sure, you know, we can't expect people to accommodate our, you know, our baggage, but if you go about it in a healthy way, if you let somebody know what's going on and you're actively working to repair those steps, and somebody's just willing to work with you instead of expecting or demanding you to be something you're not, to be in a healthy mindset, to be somebody that has like a spotless, blotchless past, when in fact you don't, and you're trying to get rid of it. If you can have conversations about what that looks like for you, and you can make steps like that, like actionable steps, this could be something successful. Well, from your end, I don't know, because they did have the Devil and some of the Swords, so they're shady a bit. They're a bit shady. But both of you, one of my hairs is tickling my nose. Both of you did pull up trust. Trust came through twice in this reading. Trust came through twice. There's a lack of trust. I am safe, I am secure, and love I trust, my faith endures. It's funny too with I am safe, I am secure, because you also have safe home. So yeah, I think the way that you and the other party feels like they can trust the situation are in two completely different ways. And so both of you might be mistrusting each other, but it's because it's like, it's not even something you could recalibrate. It's like two different, completely two different systems. You know, trust to you might look like somebody who's willing to show up and do acts of service every day, or can be there like in a routine. Trust for them might look more like being able to hold emotional space for them, or something of that nature. Like, it really could be two completely different things, or spending more time with them, or allowing them certain freedom to do their own thing, whatever it is. And also the need to feel like the other person trusts you. So here's the thing: if you don't trust somebody, it's not you don't trust them completely. It's in certain aspects, likely attached to the ways that you've experienced your trust being abused. So if you can't trust somebody in one aspect, look in the ways in which you can trust them, and try and find that as your middle ground. Because this person, if they don't think that you can trust them at all, well, that's really hurtful, and it's invalidating. And especially if they're a good person, because it's like you don't see them as a good person, and it's going to make them feel icky and heavy and gross. But if they knew that you did trust them, if you did see them as a good person, it's just you have a hard time seeing them through certain vantage points where your filter's distorted, but everywhere else you see them crystal clear. If you can let them know, and they can let you know in what ways that they trust you, that they have admiration or respect for you, that could go a long way. That could go a really, really long way for my pile number 2s. Okay. We are going to do paper messages, and then we will skedaddle to pile number 3. So, spirit guides, guardian angels, can I get paper messages, confirmations, clarification? Anything not of the highest vibration of love and light mislead me. Okay, and this one. Oh my gosh, that's too many. But I will do another shade. Okay. That's off the table, but I will take it. Okay. So, under activity, we got not an X. We got intention and purpose are selectively aligned. Okay, and that fell on how could blank and blank function together? How do they work separately and together in different ways? So, intention and purpose are selectively aligned. That could be both you and your person if they fluctuate. Hormones, it could also be hormonal. And just because it's hormones does not mean it's female. Men definitely have hormonal cycles as well. Alright, so we have victim. Victim to the woman. A stage of mutual healing. And trust. I am choosing and not waiting to be chosen. On trust. And I just saw 14114. Yeah, so part of this process, pile number 2, is learning to trust in yourself and trusting to choose yourself first. So if somebody doesn't choose you, it doesn't sting like a bitch. You are good enough. We have, I am more than enough. I love that. I love that. Isn't spirit amazing? You are good enough. I am more than enough. Like, can I fangirl over it a bit? I'm gonna. Alright. So on trust, under it, it's someone you know of. Ooh, uninvolved placement, and that was surrender to the divine. Uninvolved placement. So somebody isn't completely surrendering. Follow the star. This, funny enough, that did come out in Power 1. But the way it's showing up with unevolved placement and surrender to the divine, I feel like this is following your wish fulfillment. Very different. Ooh, to exist is to surrender. Right above surrender to the divine. To exist is to surrender. And we've got, they are secretly using hookup accounts. Active use. That was on inspiration and uninvolved placement. So hey, if you came to this reading thinking of somebody, they're on hookup apps. Or, well, hold on, that's fine, shit. Maybe that's a conversation you need to have if you don't trust somebody doing, like, not just showing up on hookup apps. Maybe that's one of the conversations, because trust came out twice. That might be the touchy area, so. But also, for others, if you're in a committed relationship especially, and this seems characteristic of your person or they've done it before, I don't know, maybe ask a friend to look around for you. The Fool in reverse, no more negative self-talk. This is on the other person though. I feel like with 9 of Swords in reverse and 6 of Wands in reverse and the Fool in reverse, I feel like whenever this person, like, if this is a words of affirmation person, maybe negative talk just makes them shut down and they don't even want to try and be victorious. Because 6 of Wands is victory. It's a victory, and like the whole town is following the person on the horse with the victory and the laurel. But no more but I feel like too, no more negative self-talk. It's a cute note the way I wrote it, but the way it's coming out on top of the devil, it's not as cute. This is more like somebody using vices to suppress their inner monologue or their inner negative self-talk about the situation. An inside job. Oh my gosh, what did I just say? Inner monologue. That's funny. Alright, a fiery climax approaches. The character. Okay, a fiery climax approaches the character. So you might you might attract a lot of Aries. Aries energy is very intense. It's intense. It's intense like Scorpio, except it's direct and not evasive. It's out there in the open. So you can't deny it. You can't skirt around it. You can't pretend it doesn't exist. It's just there. Yeah, this is somebody that is very energetically, they pull a lot of weight. They pull a lot of weight, and that can be intimidating. Because, you know, we have that on top of confidence. This is somebody that believes in what they're saying, and they say it with their full belief, so it carries weight. Ooh! I collect the information and I strike when it's deadly. Alright, a little bit more than just intimidating. It's actually... Careful. But this also might be somebody that, again, Aries energy or not, like the Aries energy is still there. When they do bring to head these fiery climaxes, they might be a lot to take in. It might be kind of explosive. Ooh, the character, using people. So, this could be somebody that is using people, or this is somebody that calls out when people are being used. A fiery climax approaches, yeah. Because this I don't see this energy, this very in your face energy, being the source of the manipulation for using people, because typically you don't draw attention to yourself, right? If you're trying to get away with something, you draw attention to yourself when you want to hold court, when you want to pass a judgment. And that means you're okay with being reviewed. That means you and your mind are ethically and morally standing in alignment. If you're willing to show up in that energy, your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. What do you love? Follow your heart. These could be people that maybe they put work ahead of their relationships and they're very passionate about their work. Maybe that's where some conflict comes. With safe and strength. Yeah, you have strength over here. Which strength makes me think of the strength card in Leo, so it could be like a lot of fire energy. Ooh, a happy partnership is affectionate. Sigma female. So this could be you or your person. You might be, well, first of all, you probably associate more with the feminine energy because it says female, but also sort of a loner, but by choice, with intelligence. And Sigma female, they tend to be the more intellectual types that go it alone because people can't keep up. Now, this is funny. Okay, wait. His and... they only want your money. His. Okay, hold on. Is that the second time that's come out? Collect information and strike when it's deadly. They only want your money. His. So, okay, this could be the fear with trust. There might be a masculine energy that's afraid that they only want your money because it says his, but with the Sigma female, a happy partnership is affectionate. So it looks like the feminine energy is focused on a happy partnership. And the masculine energy is like, I don't trust it. Which, hey, if you came from pile 1, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You're not the supply. You're the source. You know, this doesn't even have to be money. This could be energy. Like, maybe you are a supply of energy for people and just, like, You guys know how it goes, you empaths. Inspiration. You want our help and we can help you. So these are willing participants. Inspired. Last line of defense. And baggage. Okay. Oh, wait, what's this one? Your spirit guide / spiritual team r/is advising you to decline the offer. This is coming out like crazy, and I think I only have one of these in my baskets. There's something going on, and spirit's just like, everybody, please just take a breather. Like, just take a breather. DM, Divine Masculine. So that was over here. I have to pause it real quick. Okay, pile number 2. Sorry about the interruption. Let me take a sip of my drink. Oh. Okay, I was supposed to finish my reading by now. We're going to really have to hustle, but Let me look. Okay. Hormones, victim. A stage of mutual healing. Intention and purpose are selectively aligned. Not an X. Activities. No. Pile number 2, you might attract really trusting people. Oh, hey, there's one back here. You might attract really trusting people. Black sheep. That was under the DM. So, if you're attracted to masculine energy, you might be attracted to a lot of black sheeps. You yourself could identify as a black sheep. I guess if you're the divine masculine, you could be a black sheep. And so maybe you feel like you have to nurture everyone, you have to understand everyone, or if you're not in that energy, regardless if you're masculine or feminine, you could be a feminine energy that's just attracted to these black sheep men, like trying to always understand them. You think it's your job to understand them, to see them, to witness them, because you feel like they haven't been fully witnessed within their own reality or within their own realm. Might have a soft spot for that. Broken birds. I just saw 202 on the clock there. I really don't like the whole they're on, what was it, dating apps, active use. They are secretly using hookup counts, active use, unevolved placement. I want your money. I don't know, Pile 2. I don't really like this energy. Truthfully, yeah, Pile 2, I don't like the energy that you attract. I am sorry, but come on now. You need a better selection. These people, they're showing up with sneaky energy, their devil energy, and the whole inside job, no more negative self-talk. I feel like this person can't take criticism. That's what I feel, Pal, too. I think this person can't take criticism. The Fool in reverse with no more negative self-talk, and the 6 of Wands in reverse, and 9 swords. Yeah, I don't think they can't handle criticism, so they sneak away, and they go and have meaningless sex or just meaningless interactions where other people hype them up because it makes them feel good. Especially if it's sexual in nature with hookup accounts. I don't like that energy. Pile number 2, I think you deserve better than that. I think you deserve somebody who can at least be authentic to themselves and then, be authentic with you. I don't think this person can be. Sigma female, if that's you and you've got black sheep for the divine masculine, you might be really trying to intellectualize people that just have to work through their own shit first. Anything not of the highest vibration of love and light is even though it fell off the table, I'm going to take that. Spirit guides. Context. I'll put you back in. Okay, a stage of mutual healing. We have past life. So I'm getting pile number 2. You've got baggage, and you attract people with baggage as well. And so these relationships they're acting as intermediate stages, I guess, of healing. I was going to say intermittent, like the fasting, but I don't ever do that, so I'm not sure why that popped into my head. I guess I hear the word though every now and then. Intermittent. I don't think I say it right. Intermittent. somebody still feels like a victim to something that happened in their past. And they might have hormonal responses every time it's triggered for them. So intention and purpose are selectively aligned. They might have good intentions, but their purpose right now is to not get hurt. And so no matter how much they like you, if they feel like you are a threat, I feel like there are lots of opportunities where they can act a certain way and you're like, I can't trust this person, like I can't trust them. They act one way and then they act a completely different way. But the thing is, they're acting out of their triggers in some cases and then their natural state of being in the others. So it's like you're seeing their true authentic self, but you're also seeing like their wounds and shit. You're seeing their baggage. And so you feel like you can't trust them because they're two types away. And I feel like they feel the same thing with trust here. Except the way that they handle situations that they can't trust is like they turn to their vices or they sneak out and they try and find it from someone else. Where you really try and dive in, and maybe it's like a control thing for you. And you're like, why can't I trust this? Why can't I trust this? What is this? So you've got somebody looking somewhere else and then you're looking at them and now they're freaking out because they're like, why are they honed in on me so much? Like, now I really don't trust this. And then that triggers you because they pull away and you're like, whoa, they're hiding something. I was right to look into it. And it's just like this cycle. Because again, you guys, both of you pulled trust. Or trust, I guess it is more for them. 717. If it's not you, this person just has a lot of trust issues. A lot of trust issues. And it might not look like it because they're not like the meager pushover type. They have a lot of confidence. They've got a lot of passion. A lot of just fire energy. But they've definitely been burned as well. They definitely have their trust issues. And it might have to do with whether or not they can trust, and this could be you too, whether or not they can trust the people closest to them, whether or not they can trust to not be used, whether or not they can trust that people want them for more than their money, whether or not they can trust that people are going to, when they learn information about them, they're not using it to strike them when it's deadly. They're not trying to turn it around on them. So definitely, if this person has opened up to you before and then you knew that they had certain triggers and then you made like little casual statements that basically validated them or triggered them in that way, they don't trust you anymore. They don't trust you anymore because I collect information and I strike when it's deadly. They feel like anytime they open up to you, you're just going to throw it in their face. And they have no more negative self-talk. So anytime you do that, it's like they already checked out. And this might be a repeating pattern. Now, granted, it's not your fault if this person doesn't do their healing, right? Because they should... Going off and doing their own thing, there's really no excuse for it. It's just, I'm trying to explain why it might be happening, right? It's not really a good reason to sneak off and seek attention elsewhere, but it might be because this person feels like your attention is manipulative, or this could be, again, this could be flipped. It could be your energy I'm reading. But I honestly get this as kind of both energies, but in different ways. I think you guys break each other's trust in different ways. One might be not to use one's vulnerability against them, and the other, let's see. The other is maybe more control related. So somebody doesn't want to feel like they're going to be vulnerable and exposed by somebody close to them with an inside job. And then somebody else wants to feel like that they can predict the future, that they can trust the person. So if somebody is kind of two ways, but both of the ways, like, they're not shady necessarily. They're not seeking out doing stuff. It's not like they're trying to hide these ways. They're being very upfront and in your face about it with Aries. They're showing you who they are, but you don't trust it. Even though you can see it, even though they're open about it, you don't trust it. Okay, let's get dice for pile number 2. Spirit guides, spirit angels. What zodiac signs? Anything not the highest vibration of love and light must be. Alright, we've got Leo and Capricorn. Oh, funny, Capricorn landed on the Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. New Moon and Capricorn. And Taurus. I think I said Taurus energy at the beginning, didn't I? Yeah. We got Leo. What do you love? Follow your heart. That's very aligned, I think, to the Leo energy since they're represented by the heart. And we have the 6th house, which is Virgo. And the day-to-day routine stuff, very analytical. This is somebody who their job and their routine, I mean, obviously for everyone they're pretty intertwined, but there's something like a lot of control to do with both of them. It could be somebody that works from home and has to keep a tight schedule and is also always working. It could definitely be a workaholic. With the 6th house, in our cheat sheet, we've got chores, daily rituals, craftsmanship, health issues, mundane reality, unequal relationships, workplace and coworkers, perfection and proficiency, the body-mind connection, the necessity of boundaries, and servants, hired help, and employees. Meditate. I'm gonna look at that again because I got a few things and there might be an unbalance with the chores that you and these people do, because chores, along with the safe home and your hard work is paying off in Capricorn, there might be an imbalance to do with how you guys divvy up your chores in your relationships. Yeah, especially if both of you work from home. But with perfection and proficiency, this is what I think is standing out to me. Perfection and proficiency. This could be one of you, this could be both of you. But I'm getting an energy, especially with the devil and this Capricorn energy. Somebody might be obsessed with perfecting or becoming proficient in their healing, whereas somebody else might be avoidant. And so one of them is showing up in this fiery Aries energy, like full blast, and the other person is sneaking away. And the person that's showing up in full blast, they might not know that they're kind of an intense character, like really, really intense, especially with perfectionism and proficiency, because they are basically wanting to be the best of the best, and in multiple ways. For somebody that doesn't even really want to look at their problem, that's a lot. That's overwhelming. That's overwhelming. So you might need to call in a higher caliber type of people, pile number 2, just as a side note. You might have to raise your standards just like a little bit, just at least to people that are willing to do the same type of inner work that you're doing, right? The same shadow work that you're doing. Otherwise, especially, okay, pile 2, for my spiritual people out there. If these people don't recognize the spiritual plane or give a lot of meaning to your spiritual rituals, they're not going to see all the energetic work. They're not going to see all of the effort that you put into all of that. And then on top of whatever else you're bringing into the relationship, they might not see that you're actually overgiving because you're doing all of these other things that they don't add value to. But if you know there to be value, add weight to them. Fuck it if they don't. If they don't see it, you come up and you say, no, this is half. They say, no, I don't even know about this stuff. I need you to do X, Y, and Z because I'm doing this. Again, tell them, no, this is half. Just because they don't understand it, it's not your responsibility to carry the weight for them. And so, again, if they don't get it, and they might not, because it looks like... See, here I am telling you to be in this Aries energy, your very natural energy. And again, I should warn you, in doing so, they're probably just going to sneak away and go into this bullshittery again. But at least you were authentic to yourself, to your situation. You showed up and said, look at me, you can see me, it's clear as day, I live my truth, as within, so without. And you need to call more people in that do the same, as within, so without. This is somebody that is the opposite of that energy. It's do as I say, not as I do. That's very different. Do as I say, not as I do energy with somebody who is do as I say and as I do energy. That's very hard, right? Because somebody can actually show up and carry weight behind their words and somebody else can't. But they're pretending like they can. Okay? I gotta plug in my phone, pile number 2. We are going to do charms and then move on. Pile number 3 is gonna be like a lightning round. Sorry, pile 3. Choose another group if you feel called to. But you know what? It will be a fun round. So, also on intelligence, we have Akashic and Create. So if you are a spiritual person, you might really be able to channel from the Akashic records and create. Definitely can work in your subconscious energy a lot. I have the diamond down here, so this could be something you're very committed to. And we have the letter O, but it's also making me think of cycles and how everything is connected on top of intelligence and be committed to that. On 3 of Cups, we've got an explanation. Ooh, on 3 of Cups, we have we've got the love triangle. The little explanation. Exclamation. I'm saying explanation. I'm like, that's not right. I know it's not right. Exclamation. Well, pile 2, this is coming up on your energy, so maybe you're in a love triangle, or you're starting a love triangle, or you've got friend options that you're hiding from your person. And if that's the case, well, you might attract good people. Truthfully, I don't know, because they got the devil. But, like, you know, you make pile 2. I can't hype you up for being authentic if you're showing up in this energy. Now, on temperance, we've got the letter E. I feel like this is tempering energy, too. What else? We've got the present on how could blank and blank function together. Intention and purpose are selectively aligned. If somebody's giving you gifts, pile 2, ask what is it fulfilling? What is their intention and what is the purpose of the gift? Is the purpose to create peace, maybe, or to like be evasive, or is their intention truly pure, and regardless of whatever purpose it serves, like, are they aligned? If not, maybe if it doesn't serve both purposes, if intention and purpose aren't aligned and it doesn't, you know, serve both of your higher natures, like an actual proper connection, then like, what the fuck are you guys even doing? Like, what are you guys doing? Alright, your hard work is paying off. New moon and Capricorn, we've got the letter N. Also, we have first house over here on safe home. So that's like the self. First house, birth, the self, our mask, self-expression, new beginnings, first impressions, physical appearance, our effect on others, how we perceive the world. Maybe these are people that have to really feel like their home environment is a safe place. And so they're sneaking away because it doesn't feel safe with the Devil and Seven of Swords. So if you live with this person and you're in a relationship, I would be weary of that. I would be weary if they're sneaking off, especially with they're on the apps. All right, I don't. We got the letter Y on 6 of Wands in reverse. And that's it. So pile number 2. I am going to throw this all back into wherever it goes and move on. Oh wait, no I'm not. I am more than enough. We've got 10th house, we've got High Priestess, and we've got root chakra. You are good enough. If you're a spiritual practitioner, you're killing it. High Priestess and 10th house is, you know, your how you show up in the work, your career. And with the root chakra, I would say it's a very healthy foundation that you've set for yourself. That or you attract spiritual practitioners, pile number 2. We're moving on. Okay, moving on. Moving on. What song is that? I think it's a Paramore song. Or it's just the girl. Yeah, she sings it by herself. Angry interlude. No, it's I'm Not Angry Anymore. Maybe there's a lot of anger in these connections. But that song kind of makes me think of like 5 of Cups. Well, it's like 5 of Cups to acceptance, I guess. Their own way of living life. Pile number 3. As I said before, in pile number 2, you guys are going to be like a speed round. I'm just going to see how fast I get viewers. And if you're not up for that, cool. You might have to wait until the next video or choose a different pile. I'm just letting you know. So you can decide ahead of time. Truthfully though, I think it's kind of fun because I used to do lots of readings on TikTok and it was chaotic but also exhilarating. Trying to get the message down that fast. But I always want to go deeper and it was really hard not being able to get the details, and I feel like I could help people with something. Today though, I'm gonna try and do this. Okay. Pile number 3. I don't know why I keep saying pile number 3 as if I'm about to start. Still shuffling. I guess I'm just eager. try to keep the cards from touching one another in case if they come out again, I want to know that they're meant to, not just stuck together for whatever reason. That's how I know we are working with collective energy. So this. One more. There we go. I don't want to be sloppy. Okay. Wait, did I even? ABD is without. Okay. Pile number 3. Hello. You guys chose Green Adventurine Wisdom 2727 on the clock. We are going to do a speed round, lightning round if you will, on what kind of people you attract. So let's see how fast we can judge people, shall we? Okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels, if you will allow me to read your energy, I'm going to try and connect now to all those that chose and or will choose pile 3 in the future. Anything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately. Spirit guides, guardian angels, what kind of people does pile 3 attract? I think I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these, and then we'll talk about them. Justice. Okay. Success on the bottom. That's wonderful. Because we also have abundance here. Ooh. Passion, so travel. Oh my gosh. Okay. For pile number 3. Student. That's funny, that came out in the other group. Oh my gosh, teacher, seeker, judge. And we have justice. Isn't that funny? Because I said, how fast can we judge somebody? Sign up little. Okay. I'm going to turn this upright for now, though. Ooh. Leo. Don't want to cry Leo. Okay, we've got you and your loved ones are safe. You're very close to achieving your goal. And a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So we've got new moon in Cancer, Gibbous moon, moon in Libra. There's a lot of new energy, not a lot of staying power, Pow 3. Hold on. So 3113. Lots of synchronicities today. I'm gonna look at these off to the side. Oh my gosh. No, so I want to do it fast. Holy. Okay. You could be somebody that's attracted to both sexes, or it's just because multiple both genders will watch this group. So masculine and feminine energies coming through as to who you attract. You attract a lot of people who have money, but also who hold very tightly to their money. Pile number 3, just so you know. And also, they can hitting stuff. It's like they chase the abundance, they chase the thrill of passion, safe travel. They might like to vacation a lot. And I think they like to put on this bravado that, like, it's all self-made justice. It's, like, owed to them, that this is all for them. And also that they might, like, want to pass a lot of advice to others. And they go about it saying, like, oh, well, I'm I'm a student. And that's fine, that's good. But with teacher, seeker, and judge all in reverse, it's like they give bad advice. Like, really bad advice, especially to do with finances. Like, and the worst part is it's, like, on purpose. That's the worst part. I'm just going to tell you right now, Pile 3. Manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills, inability to commit to a path once found, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. This is also, okay, this is definitely somebody who doesn't like to commit. This is somebody who doesn't like to commit. It's like they're only committed to their money. They're committed to their bag, and that's it. With Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. And you also have Queen of Wands, so you might attract a mixture of both people who are financially stable, and also with Queen of Wands, that's fire energy. That's spiritual. That's also like the life of the party. That's the person that everybody just naturally can't help but look at and give attention to, regardless if they're vying for it or not. This is somebody that finds themselves at the center of attention because people like looking at them. Okay? And then you have these other energies that have gone about securing their position in life a different way, and it looks more financial. But I don't really know how they got their finances, so I don't know if it was sheer luck and they just don't know much about money and they pretend that they do, or if they like got lucky in one way and so now they pretend that they understand money in like all aspects. This is weird. It's either that or purposely they do understand money but they don't want to share the information, so they construed it and give the wrong information. Why is that coming out in your love reading? Like, well, I guess I did say this could be anybody. I was just going to focus on the romantic aspects of it. But this is what kind of people do you attract, so... It's like you attract people that want to know the secret and then distort it, pile 3. They come to you to learn the secret and then distort it. Oh my god, did you see the candle go out right when I said that? Look at all of that smoke burning up. I feel like, yeah, that's game, set, match. We won. Alright, pile 3, that's it. Go home. No, I'm gonna get papered messages. We are really moving fast, though. Confirmations, clarifications. Pile number 3. Anything not in the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. We've got... Haha, you are not the supply, you're the source. Sticky feet on 10 of Wands. Taken. Ooh, using people. Do you attract people who have or pretend that they have a lot of money, but like they got it from their old partners? Like this could be divorcees or divorcees. I don't know what you call them. But people that literally it's like their ex's money that they got from the legality of it. Because you had justice here in the beginning. You had justice, and then you had, what is it? Abundance, passion, safe travel. To me, that is somebody gaining money after something like from a law, pursuing their passion, but also leaving. Like there's not a lot of staying power there. And with taken and using people and sticky feet on 10 of Wands, this person, let's keep looking. What's King of Pentacles? Uh-oh. On King of Pentacles, you have uh-oh. So maybe this is somebody that used to have a lot of money and now they're having an uh-oh moment and coming to you soon. Alright, well maybe just expect it. Somebody that you thought had a lot of money could definitely be a masculine energy. Is coming to you pretty soon. Uh-oh. Being used. Wow. This is interesting. So it's like you attract people that get used by others, but you also attract people who use people. That's confusing. You're not sure who's who. 4 of Pentacles, you have being used and they want this. Do you attract people that want to be used? That's deeply disturbing, and psychologically it needs probably more help than I can provide. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, that's also on top of abundance. You've got energetically locked. So if this does look like a divorce right now, perhaps like it hasn't gone as fast as you're hoping. Stroke of genius. Miscommunication. Yes, but not as dramatic. Shoot, well, what did I just say? Oh, okay, so like a divorce. Yes, but not as dramatic. So there's been some type of miscommunication. And because of that, there's the situation's energetically locked. Regardless if you're married or not, this is somebody that your life is intertwined with. You're very close to achieving your goal. You've got... Family didn't approve.